Hi, this is Dr. Patrick Cohn with YouthSportsPsychology.com by Peak Performance Sports. Today I have video number 2, which is previewing our new program, the Focus Sports Kid CD and Workbook Program. This video is entitled Helping Young Athletes Improve Focus. Essentially, there's 4 steps that you want to pay attention to when helping your athletes improve their focus. Now, I'm not a big believer in concentration drills per se, but I am a big believer, or my philosophy is all about helping athletes learn how to refocus, understanding what to focus on, understanding the distractions, how to immerse themselves, and then finally refocus. So let's take a look at each of these 4 areas more closely. First, athletes need to understand what it is they need to focus on in terms of their role and particular skills they perform. For example, a batter in baseball has certain responsibilities or things that they need to do on deck, which we call performance cues. Performance cues are any thought, image, feeling, target that the athlete needs to focus on in order to perform well in this particular case. And that is getting a hit. So there's certain things on deck that they need to do, such as timing the pitcher and getting loose, etc. Likewise, in the batter's box, there's certain things that they need to focus on or define for themselves, such as digging in, making sure they understand the count, what the third base coach wants them to do in that scenario, and then finally seeing the ball and trusting it, trusting their swing, certainly. Now, there's a whole nother set of what we call distractions or things that are irrelevant to performing the task. I covered a lot of the distractions in video 1 in this particular series, and you can take a look at that on our blog or at Mindset for Sports and my YouTube channel. But there's certain triggers for each athlete which cause them to become distracted. And it's going to vary from athlete to athlete. Sometimes they can be weather conditions or equipment malfunctions or things like parents or coaches, competitors, past mistakes. So I'm not going to spend a lot of time here talking about the distractions, but it's important for you to help your athletes define what are those particular triggers, both inner and outer triggers, that cause them to become distracted. Now, certainly the most important part is for athletes to be able to immerse themselves in their performance. And to do this, they certainly need to know the role and the task that they're performing. And you need to do this for each of your athletes, is define what are the tasks that they do, define the focal cues, or what we call the performance cues that I talked about up here in step 1. Get them to have a laser focus on those cues. And one way to do that is to help them define routines. And we talk quite a bit about that, about pre-shot and also about pre-game routines in the Focus Sports Kid, and helping you and your athletes define those routines that are going to help them have that laser focus. And then finally, there needs to be an awareness. Am I focused on the important cues that are going to allow me to execute this task? Well, that particular awareness ties directly into being able to refocus. Now, athletes aren't perfect, and at times they need to refocus their attention. And I use a simple 3-step strategy called the 3 R's. 3 R's are simply, I need to be aware and recognize when I'm not focused or I'm out of my regular routine. Secondly, I need to regroup, tell myself that that's not important, that's not relevant, and finally refocus. So if the batter's in the batter's box and he recognizes that he catches his parent's eye while he's on deck or in the batter's box, for example, then he needs to understand that that's not important to having a quality at-bat. He needs to regroup and say, stop, let's focus on my at-bat, and then certainly refocus on where he is in his current routine. So that's the 3-step process. So why is this all important? Well, this is all very important because you want your athletes to be able to recognize when they're distracted, be able to refocus very quickly when they become distracted. That's the whole ball of wax. And we certainly talk about that and take you through 7 days of sessions, you and your athlete, in the Focus Sports Kid. But I'll have more on that soon. For now, what you can do if you haven't done so already, go to our website at youthsportspsychology.com. It's called The Ultimate Sports Parent, and download our free ebook called 10 Tips to Improve Confidence and Success in Young Athletes. If you do so, then you'll be notified as soon as the new program becomes available. Most of you are probably already on our mailing list, so you don't need to do that. But if you're not on our list or not sure, go and grab this particular ebook. Okay, thanks for watching.